welcome back to our 2021.
Oh, that's not how you said it. She was practicing before I started. She went, "Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of our 2021 garden."
I did it in the way where we do it into amateurs, so I didn't know if you actually wanted me to do it like that.
She's a YouTube star, if you guys didn't even know. This is like her side gig. Anyway, so 2021 garden, these are going to be warmer weather crops. I'm going to start with herbs. So just a basic green basil. This is something I got from a hardware store. Nothing too exciting. Purple opal basil. It was a free seed from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. Thai sweet basil. So we'll probably do maybe one of each of these plants because we did 3 of each this year and they were just too much. Some rosy rosemary. Yep, or this is rosemary and then this is rosy rosemary. Not sure if there's much of a difference. Johnny seeds, Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. So we will be growing rosemary. I just need to do it right this time and not plant it with other things that need different watering and different heat and all that fun stuff. Cilantro, I guess I could have put this one on our last video because this does need cooler weather. It bolts really quickly in hot weather. German winter thyme, so thyme, and then I think this is oregano. Yep, Greek oregano and German winter thyme. We have these growing right now, but they are plants that we already bought started from a local nursery, so I want to start them from seed on our own. So there's our little herb garden. I may also get some sage going too because sage is really good for the chickens. So I like to add it to, if we make them scrambled eggs or make them a treat, I like to add it to that.
And wait, how long ago did we pull out the basil? Like a month ago?
Something like that.
And yeah, we still have a couple more things of basil drying.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we grew too much.
Okay, so our pepper harvest or seeds are kind of all over the place. We have not grown this one yet. We have lunchbox bell pepper plants that we also bought from a nursery, but these are actual seeds from them for them. These are like teeny tiny ones though. Some of ours are little like that.
They look like pumpkins.
Yeah, so there's that. I did save some lunchbox bell pepper seeds. I think you can see them in the bottom corner. Yep. From our lunchbox bell peppers here.
We have, what happened there?
Probably a cat eating my plastic bags.
We have
Those are
Cajun bell peppers.
This is from our garden actually in 2019. We grew these and loved them. They were, so it's a bell pepper, but it does have a kick to it. So we would chop it up and add it to like our breakfast scramble. Oh my goodness, it was so good. So I saved seeds from them. I did not grow them this year. I'm not sure why, but I am going to be growing these for sure next year.
And then these ones from Baker Creek are just normal orange bell peppers. They're normal size.
Yeah, full-size orange bell peppers, which we eat a lot of here. And then this is one that we are growing right now, Craig's Grande Jalapeno. These were from Baker Creek. I gave the package to my friend's son, I think, or somebody. I gave them seeds. I'm also going to try and overwinter my plants that I have growing right now because they have been very prolific. There's a lot of growth on them. So if I can try to overwinter them and be successful, I would love to do that. Alright, so those are the peppers.
Tomatoes.
No.
Oh,
these were the
those
peppers.
are the peppers. Okay. These are the tomatoes.
Lots of tomatoes.
Have all
And a
these-
random pumpkin seed, it looks like.
Pumpkin seed.
Don't know what that's about. So I am going to be quite adventurous this year with my tomato seeds. So this year, or next year, next year I would like to be a bit more adventurous with tomato seeds. This year we grew and we will grow again. Orange hat tomatoes, cute little dwarf tomato plant that you can put in a pot if you are growing with limited space, but you still would like to get cherry tomatoes and you don't have a way to trellis them. This is a really good option if you have like a patio or just, yeah, small growing space. These are really good. They're pretty tasty. My husband's absolute favorite are Lucky Tiger tomatoes. They are good snacking, they're good roasted, they're beautiful, and pretty easy to grow. Chadwick cherry tomatoes, just a good size cherry tomato, also good for roasting. And then on that same note, sweetie tomatoes, same thing, cherry size tomato, good for roasting. We're currently growing these right now. The Sunrise Bumblebee, I think I have some that are ready, so I'll try and sneak a picture in of one of these, but they're not tiny, they're not cherry tomatoes, but they're not a big tomato. They're, I'd say, about that big. They're yellow and they have like a red streaking in them. Very pretty. And we currently have these growing, but they are not ripe yet. Barry's Crazy Cherry. There's definitely a ton of tomatoes like this on it, so very excited to grow these in the right season next year and get a good harvest off of those. So those are ones we did grow. Here's all the new ones that I have not grown yet. These first three are from Wild Boar Farms.
So we have Beauty King tomatoes, Brad's Atomic Grape tomatoes,
Cool purple tomato with anthocyanins in them,
and Crushed Heart tomatoes.
I'm very excited. They have a really cool selection of tomato seeds that they've created at Wild Boar Farm, so very exciting.
Here's the paper.
Just very excited to try those. All right, go for it.
We have some green zebra pole tomatoes.
These are from Botanical Interests.
We have some ground cherry tomatoes.
Pineapple ground cherries. If you're a fan of Roots and Refuge, you'd probably have heard of these. And I got these again from Botanical Interests. They're supposed to be like a sweet, they taste almost fruity instead of like a tomato. It tastes like candy. People call it like garden candy. Thought you might like that.
I also like pineapple, so. Sun Gold tomatoes is the last one we haven't grown.
Yep. So lots of tomatoes growing next year. We're gonna have to get really creative with our recipes, because that's gonna be a lot of tomatoes, and I do plan on growing all of them. All right, let's go into like gourds and squash. So right now in our garden we have some zucchini, four-hook zucchini, and early prolific straight neck squash. I actually have 2 squash growing right now, no zucchini just yet. I'm really hoping they'll make it before the frost, but I'm not counting on it. And we've also grown just a basic pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern pumpkin.
That's probably more stable for carving.
Yeah, we haven't grown this one this year. We grew a pumpkin plant given to me by my mother-in-law, and it was much smaller, so I'm thinking these ones will be a little bit bigger.
Yes. For ones we haven't grown, it's so cold.
It is pretty chilly.
We have Jack B. Little pumpkins from Botanical Interests.
Yeah,
There we go.
I just think that they're so cute.
And we actually got this from my grandmother's neighbor. So they're just winter garden,
Sweet meat winter squash. It's really pretty though. I would even use that just for decoration. But it says sweet meat, so it's probably really tasty.
Yes. And then Honey Boat Delicata squash from Baker Creek.
We did try growing these, but vine borers got them, so we're gonna be better about that next year.
And then Yellow Scallop squash from Baker Creek.
Same thing with those.
And then the package says vegetable spaghetti, but it's just spaghetti squash.
Yeah, also from Baker Creek. We did try growing those as well, but vine borers got them.
Yeah.
Alright, there's our squash, and now we're on to melons. Alright, so for melons, we're gonna also count cucumbers in that category. So we did grow these last year, or this year. We will grow them again. They're good for snacking or for pickling. We grew these Noir de Carmes melon. They smell great, they taste okay, but my chickens love them, so I might just grow them again just for our chickens to snack on. And these are a watermelon seed given to me from my friend Ashley. So she gave them to me in 2019. She gave them to me in the middle of summer, so they was a little bit late, so I didn't plant them in summer, but I grew them this year. They did grow, and I ended up harvesting all of these seeds from one watermelon this year. Oh my gosh. So if anyone needs some rattlesnake heirloom seeds, I've got plenty. Yes. What are we gonna grow for 2021? That's
two
new.
melons that we have not grown are little mouse melons.
They're called cucamelons. Another one, if you watch Roots and Refuge, you'll be familiar with it. But they're like tiny little melons, but they actually taste like cucumbers.
And they look like they grow like cucumbers too.
Yep. Cucamelons.
And then we also have sugar baby watermelons.
I want to get some good watermelons this year. Another one that I'm looking for, but I haven't seen the seeds for yet, are Stars and Moons melons. So if you guys know where to get those, please comment below or send me a message. Instagram. Yep. Just let me know. But yeah, those are our warm weather crops. So first video was cold weather crops. Those are our warmer weather crops. We'll
next
do
video will be our flower garden.
Yeah, I do want to do a cut flower garden. We'll talk about what seeds we're starting, what bulbs we've already planted, and kind of like our goals for it. And yeah, I think we're going to take a break because it's pretty chilly in here.
Yes.
And I kind of want to eat something. I haven't had lunch yet.
I'm a little hungry too.
So let's go eat some lunch,
Okay.
and we'll come back in a little bit and do the third part to our 2020 garden planning. Thank you guys.